Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Delta. I'll speed that
It's
up
all
for you.
good. We are back with our 3-0 teams here in our master mix tournament here, our highest tier of mixed competition right now, as we follow Spellman with the camo here, just putting damage down, but will go down in Mangler Pit. So A now getting flipped for the side of Centennials either way, but C going the way of Lottery. The only difference is that Centennials now with
And that will be Centennials picking up A, B, and both these teams coming in at 3-0. So you know this will be a very competitive game on all fronts for the time being. Lottery looking to get on towards A, but I do believe that player has gone down, so nobody really able to get over there. We're going to be on board with Caprice and Body Wash, who's trying to put some shots over towards top alley. That is a fantastic name as well.
I'm
But
pretty
I mean,
sure.
yeah, Lottery is kind of stuck in place right now.
Yeah, absolutely trapped in. I'm pretty sure that Capri Sun Body Wash was subbed for another game and we were all disappointed. But now, here we are in the game. Get to call it out, get to shout it out. Fantastic. Gamer tag as Trips there manages to get that kill out from top glass, but is quite hurt. So it's up to Syzygy now to rotate over to B to try and get his feet on that hill. But heads up play there puts down the shroud screen to be able to get away, but will fall either way as B remains in control of Centennials, and they're now up to a 75-point lead.
Yep, we will see. I mean, it's just all Centennials right now. Lottery not really been able to kind of break out. You will see Trips get onto that camo, so they will have that power up available. But now they got to make something of it. Nice set of shots from Syzygy here, as Lottery looking to make this push here in towards B. They're gonna trade out 1-for-1, and it looks like they should get this cap in place, as they will pick up B, and finally they're gonna be on the board. So Lottery on the board, but they're gonna lose 2 in the process. Trips still with his camo, should expire shortly, and trying to, you know, make something of it for the team, but it doesn't look like they've been able to really, you know, do a whole lot except get that B cap. I mean, it is, you know, points going their way, and that will be another kill. As Shadow goes down, camo expired here. We're gonna see what Centennials is gonna make. As 4 dead actually for Centennials, so this is gonna be Lottery overextending.
Yeah, and Lottery here just wisely taking A. They know the spawns are coming C, so going for that AB setup, I do like it. You know, you do have a lot of cover and setup potential, and you have if you're holding it correctly, you have like just the more the stronger setup positions, you know, so like the natural setup positions. So Cutthroat going down here now, 3 dead for Centennials, and we are like coming back up to tie territory here, and I think it could very well be the case that we're pretty much not going to be far off by the time this fight comes out, as Fadeaway here grades out Capri Sun Body Wash, you know, and Syzygy up on B here. Great grenade, just backs Cutthroat off when he needed that extra few seconds. Will go down, and the spawns are in A here as the score ties up. Centennials now looking to wrest control of B, but no, they're pushing A here. Great, weird decision, I think. They are going to lose C because the spawns are naturally going to go over there. So B is still in control of Lottery, and they still keep scoring. So Spellman going down here with Shadow up on B rail. He's going to have to do a hell of a job here, and will fall. Fadeaway as well now, just stuck in no man's land. Makes it to the relative safety of A, but his team are spawning on the other side of the map. He will fall, and A now is going to start to go into the favor of Lottery.
Yep, we will see. I mean, it's been all Lottery, right? Since basically the start, Centennials rattled off, you know, all those points at the very start, and then ever since then, it's been all Lottery. I don't know what flipped. The switch flipped somewhere along the lines here, because it's just been entirely Lottery over the course of this game. I mean, it will look like they're finally I mean, Lottery still continuing to not deny there, right? There was a player on A. They ended up, getting picked off, and that's another 2 dead for Centennials. So Centennials kind of floundering here, honestly, since, it's 94 points they got at the start, and they haven't gotten anything since, right? They've been stuck here on C, trying to break out of the spawns, try to get, on towards B, on towards A, get on towards something. And they're just going 2 dead repeatedly here. I mean, Trips with that shock is going to pick up another. It's going to be here on Cutthroat to try and make something happen. Bottom A, but is going to fall as well. John picks that one up. And again, Lottery just holding the line here. They haven't given up a single point since, the score flipped over. It's been kind of insane.
Absolutely. I mean, it was like they just said, hey, I saw your 94 and I raised you 250. Is what they're saying right now, and they're hoping to bring that to fruition here as this hold continues. 180 now with no response, and following Shadow here, like, this is a very precarious situation to find yourself in as Shadow, just going down through pit, having a fight onto Mangler. Time will eventually run out for him as he is wrapped, and Capri Sun Body Wash spotted out, but is not going to be able to be collected here. Okay, he manages to get away from those 2 grenades without any damage, and in a very strong position here to deny any push here. Does get a lot of damage down. That grenade not quite enough to stop the push here, but off the spawn he should get maybe a long haul spawn, so it shouldn't be too long until C begins flipping over here. And the fight on B is basically, I think, the fight for the map here, although I say that, and it looks like Centennials were the ones who spawned B, or spawned C, so the fight now getting very scrappy, the spawn's getting weird, but with only 28 points required for Lottery, they're in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, I mean, they just went on an absolute tear here, and finally Centennials is going to be scoring once again, picking up about 30 points here, and continuing forward. That's a nice perfect from John, picks up Shadow, and you can see, looking to try and make a push. We'll be able to spot out Spellman here, and I mean, John being kind of weak will probably lose that gunfight, but a teammate will be there for the trade instead. Shadow's going to be here back C just in time to basically delay the push, but is going to lose the teammate. Going to find one, looking to find the second, and is going to find the second. That's a nice set of headshots, and almost gets, the third there. Trips brought incredibly weak. I don't know how that nade picks up a kill. Somehow picks up the kill with the nade there, and knows there's more coming in. It's going to be Smelman here on the push. Trips trying to stay alive, is going to go in with the grapple, and the teammate's there to clean it up, and loses that teammate to a stick. A C should get flipped over here, but B right now, the big fight ongoing. This is a huge one-on-one, and John's teammate is going to be there. I believe that's Trips across the map, so Trips picks up C and gets the player on B, so, the double whammy there. You can see Centennials here on towards C. They need, this is big here.
Where is Shadow? There he is. For any of my EU watching folk, that's a Bear in the Big Blue House reference.
Enemy team score.
Oh, wait, we had that show over here too.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah, we had that show.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, it was around the time when my younger sisters were kids, so good show. I love the song. It's great.
So that dates me, I guess, I suppose. Well, I mean, it's gonna be 3 dead for Lottery, 2 dead for Centennials here, but A going the way of Centennials, and that means that Lottery's got to find something here, because it's been all Centennials for the last little bit, and they're borderline trip cap here. And actually, they are scoring the trip cap right now because there's no player here on towards B. So Lottery, who had all that control in the mid game, is kind of watching it just slip away here, because right now they've got to do something about this trip cap that they're staring down the barrel of. You're going to see a player hop on towards C. So that will reduce the scoring just a little bit here. You're going to see Cindy try and get away, but won't be able to. You got to get a rotation in here, because you are still bleeding out right now, as Centennials has almost tied the game up, and you can see one player, Shadow, trying to make that rotation, but is not needed because the player will go down instead. So right now, Centennials is going to take the lead.
Yeah, and I think, like, the correct play there was going A. I know it's not the, like, best setup, but you only need 15 points, and that's where the the empty space was, right? And now it looks like Centennials are going to be able to clutch things out at the end after losing a ton of kills. So we'll see if that, or if he is the main Slayer on Slayer. You know, those definitely, you know, different types of players, different play styles do better in Slayer, or, you know, kill more in Slayer than they do in objective games. Just watching now is all four dead for lottery. Kind of rocked my mind there. And Shadow now with a strong position up on P2, able to catch out one in yellow Gen as Cutthroat comes in like with the heat wave. Now just desperately trying to live here, is in a relatively comfortable position to live for now, but one bullet not enough here, and gets into the fight with John.
Yep, hopefully we should be back into it.
okay.
Yeah, as we get back, it's going to be Lottery with the lead here right now. So they do make that comeback off that original 4 dead. And they're actually up 3 kills now as a result. So, you know, very nicely played. As you can see, you know, Capri Sun Body Wash, a player that we thought might have been, you know, the star player, is currently on 0 actually. So the rest of the team stepping up. And, you know, you don't need the 1-star performance when the rest of the team is, you know, taking up the mantle and, you know, making sure that it doesn't rely on one single player.
Yeah, I mean, there are only so many players to kill, right? And they're 5 up at the moment. He has, like, got 3 assists, so it's not like he's not putting down damage. It's not like Proper Goose Egg gets their first on the board. But, yeah, as I said earlier, like, you know, players who slay out in objectives and players who slay out in Slayer can be very different. You know, it's a different set of skills. As Shadow picks up that overshield, looking to close the gap here, gets 1 for free, and is now pushing up onto Fridge. Sees 1, sees 2, and needs to be careful on how he pushes here. He does have that overshield is now gone. Does pick up the kill there now. 1 kill now, the difference, and it's all now about Centennials just getting our top lane control, as it is absolutely pivotal here on Aquarius, and it looks like they're working very hard to do so.
Yep, you can see, I mean, they're doing a very nice job, and the melee will come through, but Spellman finds the double instead, so Centennials shoots back into the lead here with a 4-point lead. I mean, this is, you know, the back and forth, maybe not as drastic, but Shadow gonna get a flank there and picks up 2. That's another one as well. So it's all of a sudden a 7-point lead for Centennials. I mean, I know things were going back and forth, but this is a crazy swing. It's going like 8-point swings basically back and forth repeatedly here. But it is going to be now Centennials with a solid lead in place, looking to stabilize things as they're continuing to slay out for the time being. And that's 3 dead again. Shadow with another double kill. At 9 so far, has a third of the team's kills, and Lottery is kind of struggling to stabilize here. They're down by 10, and this is what I meant. It's like when there's a swing, like you can only let it go so far before you start getting out of hand, right? And this is, you know, Lottery letting it get out of hand right now. They're down by 10, and in Slayer, that's not easy to come back, especially with the swings that have been going back and forth. You're never going to catch up if it keeps going like that. So something's got to be adjusted here.
Oh. Fade away, gets a kill. No right to do so. Will go down in the end, but leaves Capri Sun Body Wash on an island and is picked up quite well here. Now it's all about how many, like what kind of lead you can make coming into the last few, like into the last maybe 10 or so kills. Like when we're talking 38, 39, 40 kill mark, like that's when things get real for these players, you know what I mean? And you see a lot more kind of coordination, like someone's gonna get on the comms and say, all right, we need to park our feet right here and make a stand, try and get ourselves a pick, because otherwise they could just end up getting rolled over and over again into this snowball of a lead that Centennials have been able to build.
Yep, no, absolutely. As we're still looking at the scoreline, I mean, it's getting worse and worse by the second, basically. I mean, the catch-up is not really it's not really there right now, right? It's up to 13 kills here, as it's still just all Centennials just kind of coming out in full
great
force.
shots.
Maybe they were a little upset about, you know, that big, you know, letting Lottery get those 100 points on them in the previous game. Because now it's just all Centennials just going crazy right now. They're up to, 12. I mean, there is maybe a triple kill actually by Capri Sun Body Wash.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
just took a little
cancelled
bit to
out.
get warmed up and is now up to 10 kills. But, I mean, Centennials still 13 in the lead. It's not going to be a stake, but at the rate we're going, it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, like Syzygy and John there now have a big job up on Connector and Car to stop all this. But Trips is known, right? Cutthroat is pushing in. Unfortunately, decided to sprint at the wrong time, went to shot down, and Trips was able to get him, but was traded out rapidly. Spellman goes down, but with 3 remaining and 14 the lead, it would take a monumental collapse here from Centennials for Lottery to get back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, based on what we know about these players too, a monumental collapse is just not something that they do, right? I mean, they know what to do. They know how to play this game, as it's going to be 49 to 37. There you go. The double kill comes through, and of course it's
And
Shadow.
it will really show how this team has gelled together over the first 4 weeks in this mixed tournament.
Yep, but we're going to see, I mean, right off the rip. I mean, Lottery as well. You have to remember, Lottery is also a 3-0 team. Both these sides are 3-0, so you know that Lottery is no slouch either here. As you can see, the ball has been picked up and is currently out in the open field on the way towards B. It's in the hands of Fadeaway here, so Centennials picking that ball up early. And I think they also have the sniper. I'm not entirely sure. I did see the trail of the bullets somewhere, so I'm not sure who has that one right now, but I mean, it is in play. Weapons are live, and you know that somebody at this skill level is going to be absolutely deadly with that in their hands.
Absolutely. And good hold here, back B set up. They knew the pressure would come from Big Door and A, so they just held back B as long as they could, ticked it up to 20. Very good, efficient hold when your player's down, and you know, so good 20-point lead now off the rip, as it now goes to the second ball opportunity. Spellman has the sniper in their hand. He drops it for his body there, picks the ball up. Great team play. Just you know, it's always good to do that when it's convenient. Like, if you have the sniper, use the sniper, but if you have a chance to put it into the hand of one of your crack teammates like Cutthroat, also do that, right? I mean, you know, set them up for success is kind of my motto, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, especially if you're the ball carrier or something like that too, right? And oh, Capri almost just had a really nice play there, and instead is going to eat a sniper shot basically right in the chest as a result. So doesn't get the jump around there, and the shots are going to come through. And that's a nice shot there, as you do see Cutthroat with that in hand. The ball's going to be tossed off, and the sniper will run out of ammo, and the trades come through at the end of the day. The ball is gone. Shadow, last man standing. Shadow just got an overkill. Just picked up every single player around the area there, finds everyone. And that's going to be a big play there, as Shadow's up to 7 kills right now. The ball's currently down, but I mean, a 64-1 lead is nothing to sneeze at right now.
Absolutely, and if you're John there, your job is to live, and was very aggressive on that fight, I think. But this fight here now down by scoreboard. John again will go down, all 4 now down for Lottery, and with camo in the chest of none other than Cutthroat, and it's gonna look to put it to work. Is spawning the enemy over by B here at the moment, so will look to be on the patrol, get info for his team as the ball carrier starts tapping it up towards C. Doesn't want to let that reset anyway, and give the enemy an opportunity here as they tick up past 75 points. Things are looking like very strong in the or in their favor.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see Lottery struggling to get over there. Only 15 more seconds, though, for Centennials right now. As it's just going to be Shadow in the back corner, just staying alive with this ball, as John is going to fall. Going to be forced up to respawn here. And Cutthroat, again, does have that sniper in play. Capri Sun going to be brought so low and just eats a sniper shot in the back as they run out of time. So, you know, the desperation was there. But Centennials is able to secure that one. Lottery scoring not that many points. So right now, you definitely want to see that turn around. I mean, they're just down, you know, kind of all across the board right now. The slaying, the points. You want to see them recover here on this round and make something happen right now, because so far it's not looking too hot.
Oh no.
As you will see Cutthroat with that sniper again, and you know it's just going to work.
Yeah, will drop wisely down to bottom mid, but I think he's in a fight now with John. So we'll see how that goes. Shadow able to pick up the camo, and that's not going to be a promising sign here for Lottery. Able to get away with that kill there. Good kill by Trips. Able to flank up on his teammate damage, and Snipe comes through in around the back from Turbine. So Cutthroat here is just cutting their losses, making sure they live, and waiting for their teammates to spawn up. Gets that kill in garage. That's big. And I believe the hold is, yeah, C. So Syzygy now is just waiting for his death, right? As all these players just completely wrap C. Buys his team some time to spawn up, but they need to isolate a fight here. They do manage to kill 2 as the ball is reset. And Cutthroat now up on Nest has a big job and a lot of targets here. Just isolating these fights like a pro. Fantastic work, and able to get away from the Nest push. Wow, that's top tier stuff, like from Cutthroat.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, they're just doing such a good job around the board right now. And I mean, despite all that, they haven't scored a point this round. I mean, it's nearly 32-0 right now for Lottery, as Capri Sun Body Wash is going to grab that and take that ball here over towards the back of B. 2 down again for Centennials here, as Fadeaway and Shadow are going to be pushing in, and the pincer's in, but the ball is gone, and the trade's there as well. So right now, Lottery doing a really good job of these rotations around. Centennials is finally going to get their hands on the ball, and they're going to score, you know, a whole 4 points as of right now and continue going. But right now is just, I mean, Lottery has woken up. This is what we wanted to see, and John does have the translocator as well to work with. So we're gonna be going around the edge here, and Lottery, you know, is doing a pretty good job of holding true. But you know, Cutthroat just kind of pops by, leaves a couple headshots there, and then off they go to move that ball again. So yeah, Centennials is gonna have that, and John gets out again with the translocator. So right now, still pretty happy with how things are going. But Trips will get caught up top and go down. So I think the ball was left up there, and Centennials should have that. Or no, the ball is reset actually.
Yeah, that's a good outcome for them here. They were about to get rolled. Cutthroat obviously feeling like the hot hand in the lobby, as we can see here from his score as well, 15-4, 10 assists. So tossing the ball off to a teammate there, wise decision, I believe, at this present moment in time. John now over at Nest is in a lot of trouble because everyone here is aware that it's the B spawn. Capri trying to play spoiler here, but a 2-man push down the middle with snipers in the hands of someone like Cutthroat is a very difficult one. But John able to get the shots on to Cutthroat there. Fantastic work, and unfortunately for them, Fadeaway able to get that ball tossed, and they have a 3-point lead now. But it's all about how quickly you can get that ball to C and how little damage you can take on your way there.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're going to see it being that. So it's going on the rotation here, and Capri Sun is going to get around the corner, it looks like. Incredibly low, though, so I think, yeah, just going to toss this one off and go for the reset here. As you can see, I mean, Cutthroat trying to find some ammo in some gun there. Is going to find the double kill there, and will have the sniper to go with it here. So you can see the shots. Oh, my God. Just the quick reaction around the corner. Just pops the head. Down goes one player, knows there's a second one nearby. He's looking for John, and is gonna eventually run out of ammo. So I mean, that's the nice saving grace right now for Lottery. And that player not gonna get repulsed off the map, saved by the barrier, is able to, you know, survive. And there's more shots coming through, and Shadow is all of a sudden the last player left here. So this round is just kind of delving in a chaos right now. Cutthroat's the only
That was
one
great.
left on Centennials here, as Trips with the QT is trying to push forward. Camo up in 8 seconds as well, but it's just, you know, everyone is just everywhere right now.
Watch Kilo. Okay. Right. So everyone kind of stuck over in rat tunnels here for Centennials at the moment. Kind of slogging over the ball. They know that they have a 10-point advantage and that their Slayers are doing quite the job at the moment. So they are trying to play a bit of spoiler here in bottom mid. Shadow will eventually go down. Man cannot be stopped. But the ball needs to just move its way quickly to be here. Hopefully pick up 10 seconds or so and toss it as quickly as possible, because the longer that ball is off the map, if you have the lead, especially against this kind of slaying team here that we're seeing, like this big massive display of slaying prowess from Centennials, like you just need to make sure that that ball is on the map as infrequently as possible and just eke your score up as much as you can, because players like Cutthroat and Shadow and Fadeaway, they're winning fights that they have no right to at the moment. You know, you're not getting your 2v1s clean. You know, they're very good at isolating fights. So you need to have your head on a swivel here. 10 points the difference. John will go down, as will Syzygy. The ball rotating to window. I'm not quite sure that that's the recipe for success here. Syzygy now, the only one remaining, will get stuck, and Spellman now gonna tick that counter up and wait for his teammates before playing this out window. And I believe they will probably go to time if all is well.
Yep, I mean, we're going to see right now, I mean, 48 seconds to go, and you will see Centennials still with that ball, unless Trips can do something about it, and Trips will going to grab that, and it's just going to kind of be the rotation through Garage again, you know, Centennials trying to hit from the front, and you can see Shadow, broad player super weak and not able to finish the kill, and is going to have to wait for the rest of the team here before going back in, and is going to find one.
Still window.
Syzygy were just incredibly low. The double kill is in. Shadow with the triple kill here. All is left going to be John for the over. It's going to be Shadow here, finds all 4 players, and that is probably going to secure the map and the series with that. Just charges right in, and I mean the exterminator emblem, very fitting there, is just exterminating.